Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how Jenna Ortega is getting typecast in Hollywood. Also, is she playing a white girl in this movie? Anyways, so she's in a new A24 movie and the trailer just dropped, Death of a Unicorn. You know, you gotta give it up to A24. Like, at least they're putting out original movies and taking chances and stuff, you know? Because this is a weird movie and stuff. Basically it's about like she's with her dad, they run over a unicorn, they bring it back to the home and they start experimenting, or well, scientists start experimenting on it, finding out that it can cure cancer and this and that. Anyway, but then some freaky stuff starts to happen. Like apparently there's another one that's evil and trying to kill them and all kind of other stuff. So like, and as I'm watching this movie, I started to notice some things. She is starting, well, okay, first, she's starting to get like typecast. And second, I'm pretty sure she's playing a white girl in this movie. Like, Taya Leone and Paul Rudd are her parents. And I think Will Porter, I think that's his name, is like her brother. I'm pretty sure all three of them are white. Which means if she's their daughter, then she's playing a white girl with a tan. Yeah. And she's not white. She's Puerto Rican and Mexican. And what please, I'm hoping to God Paul Rudd is like mixed or something like that. Because if not, this is so messed up because of what happened on that Disney Channel show she was on. And not only that, but it's like there are people in the Latino community who just don't like her and who thinks that she's just a white Latina or a white American girl because she never speaks Spanish. So if she's now playing a white girl in the movie, then like they're gonna have a field day with that. And not only that, but she just got through playing a half white, half Latino girl in Beetlejuice. And now it appears that I'm not in front of the computer right now, so I can't look up Taylor Leone's race or like Paul Rudd. I'm pretty sure they're white. But Paul Rudd, who knows? Like, I'm hoping he got a little something in him, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, she's just playing a white girl, and that's just kind of, why would you do that? I mean, you're Latina, please be adopted in this movie. But not only that, but it's because of what happened on Disney Channel with her former co-star. Because like her former co-star is a white girl who always plays Latinos in TV shows, and she got on to her not because of that, but because the girl was saying some racist stuff about Latinos to Jenna's face behind the scenes. And so Jenna exposed her for saying those racist things, but she also pointed out that the girl is privileged enough to be a white girl playing a Latina. So because she threw that extra little tidbit in there, now it's gonna make her look a little hypocritical, her playing a white girl. But the only reason why she exposed that girl for is because the girl said something racist. So like the moment, like seriously, the moment Jenna Ortega says something negative about a white person, which she has not done, by the way, she has not done. But like, if she ever was in the future, and somebody's gonna throw that in her face, so it's just kind of like, why? But the whole typecast thing, I'm starting to see a pattern now with the type of role she's been taking ever since the Wednesday show. Like, I'm okay with her playing a teenager. She's 22 years old, she's short, she's youthful looking, so she can keep playing those young roles until she starts to get older, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care about that. And you also have to think about the whole belief thing. Like, would she be believable as like whatever type of adult, like saying playing like a lawyer or a cop or something like that? I remember Emily Kinney, who was Beth on The Walking Dead. She's in somewhere in her 20s, and she played a teenager in The Walking Dead. Then after that, she played a detective of all things in this ABC show that lasted for one season, and she did not look believable as an adult detective of all things. She just looked like a teenager playing a cop. But anyway, ever since Wednesday, she's been playing kind of the like goth type, like attitude type girl, right? And this has been like a pattern ever like in every other like type of thing she's done. So in Wednesday, she played the golf girl, like so like she's like a golf girl and everything, and she had a major attitude. And ever since then, it's just been one role after another. Next came Beetlejuice, where technically she was not a golf girl, but her mom was golf. And so she never dressed it, but for Halloween, she went as like Madame Curie, but her eye makeup made her look goth and everything, you know what I'm saying? And so like in Wednesday, that was kind of like, this supernatural type show, with like some quirkiness and stuff in it. Then you have Beetlejuice, which is a supernatural movie with like quirkiness in it. And she was in Miller Girl, where she was not goth, but I never seen that by her character had like an attitude. And now you come to this movie, the Unicorn movie, and she's kind of like a punk rocker type girl. She has the eye makeup, she has the stud thing in the bull ring in her nose, and like she's vaping of all things. And she's packing major like teenage attitude. And why she got a vape, man? Like, I wonder if that what those pictures people found of her smoking, because there were pictures of her smoking like a cigarette. And like, but I'm hoping it's because of this movie, but like it's probably not. And so I hope it's like pretend vape or whatever, because she's too good looking to mess her face up for smoking. But anyway, so she kind of has this edgy thing going on. So she's kind of like edgy with the smoking and the eye makeup and the bull ring, but she's kind of dressed like a typical like person. So she's in between like a regular looking person and like a punk rocker, and her hair has that punk rockerness to it. You know what I'm saying? And once again, she's playing another like dark, edgy, kind of like angry, kind of like teen in a quirky supernatural type like um feature. And so this is now the third thing where she's like played this, and it's just kind of like I'm starting to see a pattern that Hollywood is just typecasting her. And that is going to, well, it could help her get more roles if people make those type of projects. But this could hurt her career, because they're gonna see her as only this and this only. It's kind of like when certain people play cops or lawyers or judges or like medical people. Then next thing you know, every project you see them in, they play those same type of roles, and it doesn't allow them to evolve their acting. And I'm starting to see that now, because like I'm starting to hear it in her voice to where she's not really acting no more. And I've always loved her acting. I loved it in Stuck in the Middle. I loved it in like Wednesday. In Beetlejuice, I started to not like it as much. And in here, I'm starting to not like it as much either, because it's just kind of like in this and in Beetlejuice, she's just saying her lines, but she's not giving no feeling behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like she's phoning it in, kind of like she wants to be there, but not really, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, and some of these line deliveries she's giving, she could have gave it with some more oomph. And not only that, but she could have changed her voice up. Like she changed her speaking pattern in Wednesday. But if you're playing like, this edgy like punk rocker teen, put a little grunge in your voice. And then I forgot. Oh, then she was in Scream movies where in the first one she wasn't no angry teenager. But then by like, the second one, she was an angry young adult who was like 18 years old. Not goth or anything like that, but just like, she was a little bit angry. She was angry at her sister. She was pissed at Ghostface. And it's just like she's getting typecast, man. It's like they only see her as this angry, person who can only be put in like unbelievable type situations, you know what I'm saying? And she's gonna need like a role that she can differ from. And she's been in other roles where she differed from, but that one movie didn't do too well, and I forgot the name of it. But I saw the trailer, and in that trailer, she acted different. You know what I'm saying? She was actually acting, and so like it's not like she's cookie cutter in real life. She dressed like this when she went to some premiere for something. And like she even said that, back in the day when she was younger, she would like find creepy dead things in the yard and play with them or something like that. So she has that edginess to her, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to portray that in every project you're in, because now it's gonna seem like she's just being herself, kinda. You know what I'm saying? And she does have a very like opinionated straightforwardness that's a little bit attitudey. So it's kind of like you don't just want to portray yourself on screen. You gotta keep proving yourself because you're a former Disney Channel star. You know what I'm saying? And because like, because she's former Disney Channel, at some point, people are going to give up on her because people don't like giving Disney Channel stars opportunities in Hollywood. And the more opportunities you have, the better your acting can go. Because right now, she is like an it girl of Hollywood who's getting cast in some major stuff. And, I forgot she was supposed to be in this movie. Okay, so I just looked it up. I just went to the computer. So Paul Rudd is Jewish and Taya Leone is Italian. So that makes a Latino girl? So I'm guessing Jenna is playing a half Jewish, half Italian girl. And Lord Jesus, they should just got Selena Gomez for this. At least she's half Italian. Also, this movie has like no black people in it. They got every race of the rainbow up in here except for a black person. What is with Hollywood right now that doesn't want to see black people in nothing? Like they have white, Jewish, Italian, Latina, Indian, Asian up in here, but not a single black person. And that's totally cool if she wants to be a character actress because, that's a lot of fun to see on screen. Like, Johnny Depp, he's a character actor. But then after a while, after those Pirates movies, I don't know, it just felt like after Pirates, you saw he kept bringing that Jack Sparrowness to some of his other roles, like Tonto and everything. And that's the problem when you start to get typecast and everything. Because it's kind of like, I think it's great that she's taking on a role like this. Because this is a weird, different kind of movie. But at that same time, what I'm saying, if you're the it girl of Hollywood, you got to explore different avenues. You got to explore different type of roles that are going to be different from like, what she normally plays. Now, she's not playing it exactly like Wednesday. That's the good thing. She's not bringing Wednesday to her other roles, but it's almost like she's bringing the aestheticness kind of look to those other roles. And then that's the problem right there. Also, her always playing a person with an attitude this angsty type person, that's all people are going to see her as. And it's going to start to irritate the general audience. Because I'm be like, oh, like all she ever plays is like an attitude person or this alternative type person. And then if she's playing a white girl in this, that's gonna piss off the Latino community at some point because they're gonna feel betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them are already irritated that she doesn't speak Spanish. Some are gonna be irritated that she doesn't take Spanish type like roles, you know what I'm saying? Like where you can tell she's straight up from a Latino family. And they take that stuff very like prideful and everything, especially speaking Spanish. Like if they like honestly, like I've all I ever read on Twitter, like every time there's a Latino actress in America, when she doesn't like act Latina, or if she's a singer and doesn't sing Spanish and everything, they tend to get very pissed off by that. And normally in these roles she's been taking lately, there's never been one where she's been a prominent like Latino family. Like that Disney Channel show she had was supposed to, but there were like three people who were playing Latinos and stuff. And the show was just a typical Disney show, and they really didn't like you didn't even know what race they was. They kept saying they're a Latino family, but they never said what type of Latino they were. And there was never nothing in the house that represented that they were Latino. It was just a typical Disney show. It was a Latino show then the character was written to be white. And then you have Wednesday, and of course, there are Latino characters in that in her family, but there's nothing to show that they are Latino and stuff. And in fact, people didn't even know the Addams family was a Latino family until people started doing research, like myself. And half her family cast is half Latina, half white. So once again, she's now getting stuck into that. Then you have the Scream movie, where we're gonna assume she's fully Latino in that. We don't really know. We know her mom is, but we've never seen her mom on screen. And we've never seen her father on screen. And the girl who played her sister is half white, half Latina. And once again, there's never no Latino representation for her character or her sister's character in that movie. They never speak Spanish. They never have nothing in the background that looks Latina. So once again, they're kind of just playing these white type of characters. I don't know about Miller Girl, so I can't comment on that. Beetlejuice with the same thing. Like, I had no idea she was even playing a half Latina, half white girl, because it's never ever mentioned and stuff. And it's like, like never. So it's like Winona Ryder, we know she's white. And I had to look it up online to see that the dude playing Jenna's father was also Latino. So like, okay, but they never mention it, and there's never nothing in their home that suggests that they're Latina and everything. And I wouldn't expect that from Tim Burton of all people. But then now she's in this, and it honestly looks like she's just playing a white girl. And she's not white. So it's kind of like, and I know like she likes representation. I know she likes when women get lots of roles and different from the norm and stuff like that. But what about the Latino ones and stuff? And so it's just kind of like, it would be nice if she's in something that shows her heritage. I'm not saying the whole movie has to be Latina, but I don't know, just have like something in the background in your home that like something Latina. You know what I'm saying? Or at least speak Spanish one time, you know what I'm saying? Because remember that one dude attacked Selena Gomez online for not speaking Spanish very fluently. And there was a lot of people defending her, but then there was some other people bashing her because of that. And, it's one of those things you do have to consider because she's not like both her and Selena are not white. You know what I'm saying? but they play these roles where they are like white girls or they're like white passing and stuff. And people in the Latino community feel betrayed because of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one thing to consider. And it does suck she's getting typecast. Like, you can see it a mile away, and she needs to break from that. She needs to take on some type of role that is so different from what she's normally playing. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.